What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. Well, did Bitcoin bottom out, and is that it for the downside? Well, we're going to talk about that in this video. Going to go over some interesting volume metrics and see where price is going for the next couple of days. All right, guys, let's dive into this video. Guys, really quick, we got the rest of the week on our Cyber Monday week specials. So again, if you want to join us, it can be as little as $2.99. And today we had a couple more binary option winners, taking that system to 130 wins, 8 losses for our total system record. That would pretty much pay for that package just today. So anyway, check it out, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in there with us. Now, as far as the Bitcoin volume goes, Crypto QF on Twitter had posted some interesting metrics. And what he did was he took the BTC volume. What he did was he took aggregate volume data, and instead of going by number of coins, Bitcoins times price, he just looked at the number of Bitcoins so that we could kind of erase all the price fluctuations and just look at the amount of Bitcoin. And what was interesting about this was that today, in the last couple of days, we saw really the most Bitcoin traded ever. So we saw a huge spike on the way down and a huge spike on this rebound up. And so you can see here on these dates that we've got that are coming, this is on the downside. We just had some really high volume. So these are the top 20 Bitcoin volume days. A lot of this stuff was end of 2017, beginning of 2018, and now here toward the end of 2018, huge volume, more so than we've seen in the past. Then he posted this other thing that shows us how as of today or yesterday, 11/28, we had, and this is doing a 3-day average just so you can get all this time and data on the chart, but notice the levels, okay? Highest levels ever of Bitcoin. So is the volume dying off and dead? A lot of people were thinking that when we were down here consolidating and the volume was drying out, but volatility has returned and we're seeing the biggest volume ever. So definitely coins are being accumulated at this level. Make no mistake, the institutional investors are starting to get in. So what does that mean going forward, though? One thing I want you guys to check out and notice is, let me get my pointer up here. All right, so basically over here, you notice this big spike down. Okay, that was basically the bottom of the correction for the 2014, 2015 kind of market that rounded out basically at the beginning of 2015 and then consolidated, and then started to move up as we headed into 2016. But that was off that blow off top from 2013. Okay, so again, big spike down, and here we have another comparable big spike down out of consolidation. So consolidation, spike down. So size of the move is pretty similar. Obviously, pricing is way higher. This bottomed out at 169 and then did a pretty much like a V move. So we'll be eyeing that here. The V move ended up consolidating, hitting its head on previous resistance. So previous resistance here is going to be about 5,900 to 6K. All right. Now, I don't expect this to actually break that. I know people have been calling out that, oh, Bitcoin will run to 15,000 by the end of the year. But in reality, guys, I think you have to come to terms with the fact that breaking 6,000 is going to be a pretty hard barrier unless there's just a massive shift in sentiment and inflows into the crypto space. I just don't see that happening before the end of the year unless, again, we just see a huge amount of volume increase, which we have seen here. But we're going to talk about this this bounce up. Now, if you notice on the 4-hour chart, I kind of have like the stock market. This is the S&P 500. And as you can see, all of the percentage gains are a little different. Overall moves are kind of mimicking what's going on in the stock market. Stock market had a big up day, so did Bitcoin. A little pullback here, so in Bitcoin, and now market futures are up a little bit, and so is Bitcoin. So what I'd like to see is Bitcoin break away from this, and for right now, I just don't see it. Now, the Fed chairman today came off very dovish, so that means he's not looking at hiking interest rates, which the market's like. So that bodes well as long as this correlation exists for Bitcoin to the upside. But that being said, you see this red area here. Okay, that's going to be the fib range from our drop up here down to the bottom, and that's kind of like the zone that will most likely get shorted into if we can continue this move up. It tested 4,400. If you guys remember, we said the crypto fear and greed signal fired, and 4,400 would be the first area of resistance, and we've definitely hit our head on that. Pulling back here to 4,000, and I think this other volume node here is a possibility as well, where has stronger volume support here around the 37 to 3,800 area. So if this doesn't hold up here, we would see a slip back down to that level. But if we did, I think it would be short-lived, and especially if the markets are generally going up, this is probably going to end up coming up and testing these levels up as high as 5,400, guys. So bear that in mind on this up move, but don't get too overjoyed. I think that it's got some work cut out for it. I don't think we're going to see above 6K before the end of the year. I'd love to see that, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility. So that's going to be the ultimate lid, I think, on a move. Even if we can break back above the 54, 5,500 area, which is going to be a chore in and of itself. But the volume that we're seeing picking up here on the bottom, as you guys can see, kind of like we saw a capitulation of it down here on the bottom. Volume died off, we made a new low, and then volume surged in here, picked it up, and now the equilibrium buyers versus sellers has switched to the buyers. So let's see what happens and plays out. But that's basically what we're looking at here, guys. If this pullback holds, this pullback back to about 44,050, then I think we're going to probably press. And if we retest 4,400, that's definitely, and we break out of that zone, I think you're probably going to be seeing some resistance up until about 4,600. If we break that, then I think 5,400, 5,500 is on the table. So we'll see how the next couple of days goes. Markets have been weak over the weekend, so keep that in mind. But if we get a good couple of days, markets may pull back on the weekend, and then we may resume some upside the following week. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the state of affairs in crypto. I think most of the altcoins are going to follow suit. The altcoin market could be putting in a inverted head and shoulders, where this is your shoulder here, this is the head. If it can come up, I think this trend line is going to be a major lid for it. If it can break that trend line, then we may have more upside for the alts. But generally speaking, this market's going to follow along with BTC right now, as they are pretty much correlated. A lot of alts are just like leveraged Bitcoin positions. So, all right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. Take care. Bye.